What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense is on the field for the first time today. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw in the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, stringing it out. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads to the right. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. Bulls his way forward. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Ventura. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coates. They get him down after he makes the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got a man. It's Coates. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And the field goal unit is on the field. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. Then the offense falls in the field.
Unloads it downfield. Running toward the tape. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, TCU. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. A top 25 flash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Horned Frog. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football, great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's awesome. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Wants to throw. It's Ventura. Gets it out fast. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
False start offense. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Going to the running game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Catch in the middle, it's Coates. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball down there.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looking for room. It's Payne. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Horned Frogs will have it first and 10. Here's the handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's first and 10 from the 12. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, they'll take to the air. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, TCU. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Sends it downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry up. They turn to the passing game on third and short. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Baker. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Line gets set. First down. Looking to move it through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Coming after him. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Ventura. Gets open down the middle. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Baker. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Lofts one high and deep. And he'll make the catch at the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, TCU. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his tight end.
60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Makes the grab. It's Sturdivant. Oh, big juke to get past. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Dropping back, it's Ventura. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. What a snag by the defense. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the ground, it's Payne. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They're going back to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Ventura. Pressure coming. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Looking left. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And the extra point is good. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Coates.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Fast motion from the offense. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Feeling some heat. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Ventura. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And the punishment has been extended.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time winding to throw on first down. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming. Every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole thing.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Baker. Makes the catch and knocked down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapted. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
And that pass intercepted. Trying to take him back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Ventura. Fires to the big fella. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Dialing up a second down pass play. A strike downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Between the uprights, it's good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Makes the catch. It's all ready.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Going up top on first down. He unleashes a long one. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Colorado is going to enjoy the trip back to Boulder after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there at Folsom Field, and suddenly it's quite the resume. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to take a shot. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. To the air, it's Ventura. Fires to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting them.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And the pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa has the ball back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Ventura. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
That's the last thing you want as an offense. A negative play. A sack on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's off to the races. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And the stomping has commenced. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.